2050'ye doğru birleşik ısı ve güç sistemlerinin rolü başlıklı konuşmalarını yapmak üzere Cogen Europe Direktörü Sayın Hans Korteweg'i ekrana davet etmek istiyorum. Mr. Korteweg.
And forecasts what the future of energy. I'm very pleased to be supporting our member, the Turkish Kojenerasyon Association. As today's first keynote speaker, I'm pleased to present to you the contribution of our sector to support the European ambition in achieving carbon neutrality by 2050. Cogen Europe commissioned this study with the consultancy Artelis, well known for its excellent work in supporting the European Commission, to better model the European energy system and forecast what the future of energy will look like. But before I present the results of this study, let me quickly introduce to you Cogen Europe. So very quickly, we are the cross-sectoral voice of the cogeneration industry in Europe. We work specifically with the EU institutions and stakeholders to shape better policies by building a robust evidence base demonstrating the benefits of cogeneration, such as this study, using the expertise of our membership who participated in this study, and establish strong coalitions and partnerships with other associations and partners who also participated in this study. Here's an overview of Cogen Europe's membership. We have a very diverse membership, all committed to a net zero energy system by 2050, which relies on cogeneration to deliver energy efficiency, resiliency, and empowered consumers. We represent both national associations, including the Turkish Kojenerasyon Association, as well as corporate members from across the value chain, the manufacturers, the OEMs, the utilities, the ESCOs, and the end users, the whole value chain. But back to the study. In 2018, the cogeneration sector adopted a new vision for the future. This vision is supported by our 60+ members spanning the entire energy value chain. This vision outlines our sector's commitment to creating a resilient, decentralized, and carbon neutral European energy system by 2050, with cogeneration as its backbone. Cogeneration is a key enabler to achieve carbon neutrality in Europe by 2050. Prioritizing cogeneration for thermally generated heat and power in all sectors will maximize energy efficiency and integration of the European energy system at least cost. Now, putting this vision into today's EU energy and climate policy context, the European Green Deal promises to deliver a net zero energy system by 2050 and meet the Paris Agreement goals. Energy system integration and energy efficiency principle are the core of the European Commission Green Deal ambition. However, in order to deliver, concrete investment needs to be made to the existing energy infrastructure. The next 5 to 10 years will be critical to build a cost-effective, decarbonized, and integrated energy infrastructure for the future. To back up our vision with science-based evidence and support the EU institutions in reaching carbon neutrality at least cost, Cogen Europe commissioned this study with Artelis on the contribution of cogeneration to build an efficient, integrated, and cost-effective net zero energy system in 2050. The study is based on the Artelis Crystal Supergrid tool, a European-wide model integrating gas, heat, power, and capturing key aspects of the energy transition, in particular, smart energy system integration strategies. The study has 2 core objectives: to explore the potential of further integrating Europe's energy system in an efficient way to reach carbon neutral economy at least cost, and to provide recommendations to better reap the benefits of efficient and local system integration solutions in policymaking and modeling. Our study was supported by prominent players in the whole energy value chain with an interest in cogeneration, from technology manufacturers, users, utilities, energy service companies, and national cogeneration associations. Most of them are Cogen Europe members, but other organizations outside the membership also supported this important piece of work. The study demonstrates numerous benefits of further deploying flexible and highly efficient cogeneration for the energy system and users, domestic, commercial, and industrial across Europe. The study demonstrates the benefit of optimizing further the deployment of cogeneration in both scenarios in all sectors to reach higher system cost savings, primary energy, and CO2 reductions. Optimizing the CHP deployment leads to a reduction in systems costs between 4 to 8 billion euro per year, primary energy savings between 150 and 200 terawatt hour compared to the separate production of heat and power, avoiding a fifth or 20%, which is approximately 5.5 million tons of CO2 saved from the remaining 26 million tons of CO2 emissions that are still projected to be emitted in 2050, according to the European Commission's 1.5 tech scenario. CHP is also supplying anywhere between 13 to 16% of the total electricity in the EU and around 30 to 36% of flexible thermally generated electricity at times of low wind and sun to cover peak demand. As a result, cogeneration is shown to be a primary enabler of achieving carbon neutrality by 2050 by more efficiently integrating the power and heat sectors. The study also shows that in 2050, CHP brings end users key benefits and is well suited for all sectors, including domestic, commercial, and industry, including SMEs. In the case of buildings, total heat can be saved up to 26%, and thermal heat at 52%. In the case of industry, you can see that CHP delivers 20% or 26%, of heat over the total heat demand in Europe and 84% of the heat demand that cannot be electrified in buildings, district heating networks, and industry. Another key learning from the study is that it demonstrates the critical role of cogeneration to support a highly renewable and electrified energy system in the future. CHP operations can be optimized to reliably and flexibly respond to power market prices and heat demand. CHP does not compete, but complements variable renewable electricity generation. So during periods of high wind and sun, CHP can reduce or stop generation, and heat can be covered by backup boilers or from heat storage. During times of sun and wind overproduction, that energy can be stored in gaseous forms such as hydrogen, which can be later used in cogeneration units when and where needed. At times of low wind and sun, cogeneration can generate electricity to cover remaining demand while storing heat for later use. As such, cogeneration is also a flexible solution alongside batteries, hydro storage, and demand-side management to meet electricity system needs. Yet it's important to understand that CHP or cogeneration short-term flexibility will vary by applications, heat or power driven. Looking more closely at the users of cogeneration, the study shows that investing in cogeneration allows these users to save on their energy costs in terms of heat and electricity. This is key to make energy more affordable for citizens and businesses and industries more competitive. There are various examples on this slide. You see a typical family home that is powered by a hydrogen fuel cell, a hospital which can save anywhere between 6 to 52,000 euros a year. We have a user case for district heating, industry, high temperature, like a chemical plant or alumina plant, where you have savings, savings between 3 to 10 million euros, and so forth. CHP is future-proof solution for 2050 and brings key benefits to all sectors. CHP is a resource efficient and energy efficient, avoiding the waste of valuable resources. It allows to save up to 221 terawatt-hour of primary energy savings in total in 2050. It reduces the waste of renewable and decarbonized fuels, including green gases, biomass, hydrogen. The study shows that bioenergy uptake increases. CHP becomes more important to these fuels more efficiently. CHP also helps reduce CO2 in a carbon neutral energy system and will displace less efficient separate power and heat generation. CHP is also a cost saving solution, allowing to save more up to 8 billion energy system costs in a net zero energy mix that then foreseen in the European Commission's long-term strategy 1.5 tech scenario. CHP is also critical for highly renewable and electrified energy system. CHP can flexibly and cost efficiently operate according to electricity system needs, and CHP or cogeneration does not compete but complements variable renewable generation to meet seasonal peak demand due to high shares of electrified heat. CHP also enables the integration of the energy system by linking electricity, heat, gas at a local level and providing energy when and where needed. CHP also, and finally, brings end user key benefits and is well suited for all sectors, including buildings, commercial, district heating, and industrial. From a system-focused perspective, CHP enables the integrated energy system by linking electricity, heat, and gas at a local level and providing energy when and where needed. It will enhance the reliability and flexibility of renewable-based, highly electrified, and an integrated energy system. As the most energy-efficient solution among different thermal energy generators, CHP or cogeneration not only reduces the use of fossil fuels, but it's the best solution to support such a system based on variable renewable energy and contributes to system resiliency, bringing together heat, electricity, and gaseous networks, working together to ensure the most efficient energy conversion among them. As predicted in future scenarios, the role of electrification is due to increase, and CHP will be important in delivering efficient electricity locally when and where it's needed. There is important cost-effective potential for highly efficient cogeneration in the 2050 carbon neutral energy system. Today, CHP provides 11% of electricity in Europe and provides about 15% of heat in Europe. By 2030, we have extrapolated in various studies, EU co-funded studies such as Code 2, where with the right policies in place, there is the technical and economic potential for CHP cogeneration to provide 20% of electricity in Europe and 25% of heat in Europe. And through this study, we can see that we can add an additional 40 gigawatts more capacity than today, which is basically 2.5 times more capacity than was projected in the European Commission's own 1.5 tech scenario as part of its long-term strategy. In terms of policy recommendations, and these will in fact be my last two slides, we need to fully recognize CHP's role in sectoral policy for industry, buildings, district heating. This is especially true in terms of the European Commission's or the EU's renovation wave, energy labeling, eco-design, industrial strategy. We need to better account for CHP displacing less efficient and more carbon-intensive marginal generation up to in 2050, foster CHP to deliver lowest cost heat and better valorize waste heat. Slight hiccup there. And finally, we need to reward CHP for its positive impact on system efficiency. Better consider the role of CHP to integrate heat, power, and gas systems in a flexible, efficient way at a local level. That's why energy system integration will be very important, the role of decarbonized gases in terms of the European Commission's hydrogen strategy. And then finally, we need to foster a predictable policy framework towards carbon neutrality, including the adequate and stable support scheme designs for CHP, the decarbonization roadmap considering the synergetic impact of both higher renewables and higher efficiency of supply. So thank you for your attention. I hope you appreciated the overview of the study and the results. We're very proud of the results. And now good luck with your following sessions and keynotes. And I wish you all a fine day. Thank you for your attention again.
Cogen direktörü Hans Korteweg'e teşekkür ediyoruz.